Hey guys, it is Mimi. I am here with another video. I just wanted to give you some updates, but I wanted to tell you one of the reasons why I do these videos. I posted something on yesterday that said 1 out of 8 women have breast cancer, and so I had a couple of responses that said that can't be a true statistic, and one guy said, "Oh, I didn't realize that the numbers were so high," and then a couple of people responded privately to me, and so the numbers really are that high. The thing about it is, a lot of people are really private. Sorry about that. A lot of people are really private about their diagnosis, which is part of why I'm so open and transparent about my diagnosis. What I've found since I have been diagnosed and I've made my reveal and have been talking about, really after I made my reveal, I found out about a lot of people who had been diagnosed either with breast cancer or even other cancers, ovarian, and other types of cancers, is that people really don't talk about it openly for one reason or another. I don't know if they're embarrassed or what the case may be, but I'm sorry, I had to move the phone up a little bit. But for one reason or another, people don't talk about it, but have found that it is helpful when they hear other people talk about it. And it's good to hear about some of the things that people go through, to know that you're not going through it by yourself, or to know that some of the things that you're feeling and some of the things that you're enduring are natural. Now, let me say that because I have gone through it or because I feel the way that I feel doesn't necessarily mean that it's natural, because I think that I am a little bit different about some of the things. But I wanted to come and give a post today about what has happened over the last week or so. So on Friday, I went to the doctor, and I know I showed you in one of my last posts that I had 4 drainage tubes, and I had a couple of incisions in addition to the drainage tubes. So I had 3 of the drainage tubes removed, but there was one that was left, which is lower left-hand abdominal drainage tube, because it was draining more than the others, that was still left in. Well, on Sunday, unintentionally, I was leaning on that while I was trying to get off of the bed on my own, which my husband always tells me, just wait, I'm going to help you. But, I was trying to be grown get up out of the bed on my own, and I was leaning on it, and I couldn't figure out why I was in so much pain. Well, what I had done inadvertently was I had pulled the tubing out of my abdomen. And so my husband said, "Did you just pull your tube out?" And I was like, "No, what do you mean?" And he was just like, "Look." And so I had pull the tube out. And so, of course, then I'm freaking out because, oh my God, I just pulled the tube out of my abdomen. But he's just like, no worries. And so he bandaged me up and everything. I went to the bathroom, and so I'm super nervous because not only am I in pain, this tube that should be in my abdomen is now in my hand, ultimately in the trash can. So we went to the doctor the next day. The doctor's like, "No big deal. We're just going to watch the area." There was a bit of a hematoma there, which is just, like a hardening there in the area. No big deal. Doctor said, again, we're just going to watch the area, make sure you don't get any infection, which is obviously, apparent based on, if you have a fever, any red, a lot of soreness in the area, bruising or redness in the area, so forth. Well, today is Thursday, and I woke up with the whole front panel of my panties blood, complete blood. And so, of course, I'm panicky. Well, I don't notice right away. I get up because I'm going to go to the restroom, And because I'm not in pain, mind you, I am taking a little bit of pain medicine, but I'm not on the real hardcore like oxycodone, because I don't like to take oxycodone. I has started to develop, complete honesty and transparency, a bit of an addiction to the oxycodone because I was taking so much of it. And so I had to stop it, which was really, really, so, I think I talked to you guys about having this like itch fest. That was me kind of coming off the oxycodone, which I really didn't know. But now I found out that that's what it was. Anywho, so now I have to take I'm taking stuff that's really a lot lighter. Anyhow, and we can talk about that. If you have questions, certainly present them, and I'll be more than happy you about that, because I'm obviously not embarrassed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shared it. But so I'm taking other tramadol, and then just Tylenol and Aleve. So I'm still taking a lot of medicine, and aspirin to keep my blood thin, and then just my cancer medicine and my headache medicine. Anywho, still a lot of medicine. I'm still taking at this point I'm taking I'm taking 16 pills a day. So I'm still taking quite a few pills. Anywho, I think 16 pills a day. Anyhow, whatever. I went to the restroom to use the bathroom, and then, like I said, the whole front panel of my underwear, and then my gown, the front of my gown, didn't realize the front of my gown was bloody. My husband, so I thought it was where I had the drainage tube, which is the one that I had pulled out. It was not that. It was actually the incision where that hardening was. It had rubbed it and busted this incision. So it was oozing. So yeah, my husband said there is never a dull moment, thanks to me, in my house. And so he had to bandage me up, and that was that this morning. So yes, my life is quite interesting with this whole process. Everything has been interesting. So in addition to the incision where I had the stitches for the right breast, one of the stitches that was taken out, or before the stitches were taken out, there was an opening there. So that also is oozing, for lack of a better word. It is also draining a lot of stuff. And there was no drainage tube there. It's just the incision where they had done the surgery. So I have a lot still going on. I'm still in some pain, and I'm still walking kind of, hunched over a little, very, very slow. I have not been released to drive, but life is still grand. God is still good. Let me just tell you, I said this before, but I have the most amazing life ever. God is unbelievable. I know those of you who serve God, those of you who know God, know that God is just great. But just to have gone through all of these things and to still be happy, and God is just great. God is just great. Because my video has already gone to 9 minutes, so I got to let you guys go. But I love you. I thank you for watching, for supporting, for encouraging. Please continue to do so. I want to tell y'all that I got a birthday coming up now, so you're gonna think like it's next week or whatever. It's actually December, but I'm super excited already. Mwah, I love you guys. Talk to you soon.